Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is nitamary, and if you're a returning subscriber, a regular, thank you so much for stopping back by. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys 5 books that has totally changed my mindset. And I just want to talk about them and really review them, but not really review them. I just wanted to show you guys how it has changed my life, how it has helped my mindset, how it has really helped me develop as a person, mentally, most importantly. But without talking too much, let's just dive right into this video, shall we? So the first book on my list is Atomic Habits, and yes, I brought it out as the first book because why not? And this book has been the cult favorite. Why is this book so special? It's The Atomic Habits by James Clear. This book basically covers your everyday life, the importance of building a routine, a habit, and staying true to that habit, about self-discipline and the essence of having a habit or building a habit. Cultivating habits is basically you disciplining yourself, and I feel like it's something that we have to have in our everyday life activities. Be you a working class, stay at home, you need to have a routine, you need to have a habit to get you through the day so that you can accomplish everything that you set out to accomplish. These books have not only inspired me but has provided me with valuable insights and strategies for my personal growth. So this book is basically all about, developing positive habits and dropping the bad ones. That's the best way I can describe this book. It tells you how the little habits that you cultivate into your daily life can have a positive outcome. So basically those habits that you think are so tiny and are so small that when you implement into your habits can have a significant impact, positive impact of course, and not just making those impacts but making those significant changes consistently, and how those changes can transform your habits and make you achieve remarkable outcomes. The second thing that this book teaches you is the habit loop. So I'm going to explain what this habit loop is. This habit loop basically consists of cue, cravings, response, and reward, and how understanding these loops can help you identify and modify your habits. It also tells us the importance of not just creating a habit but sticking to it and being consistent at it. So I definitely think that this is a good read. It's worth the hype. It's totally worth the hype. I have another book that I'm going to be talking about, and this one I have it in PDF, and all I'm going to say is you have to have a deeper level of understanding of this book, because this book I'm going to be telling you is basically contrasting the Atomic Habits in a way, because but let me just tell you the name before I jump into it. And that book is The Subtle Act of Not Giving a Fuck. This book, it's more like a laid back of Atomic Habits. In a way, it kind of contradicts what the Atomic Habits also says. Atomic Habits is more of a go, struggle, like create a habit, be consistent, be positive, like kind of book. But both of them are really good reads. The Subtle Act of Not Giving a Fuck is more of a don't care what people say, just stand on business but don't care. I feel like, yeah, it's really good. It basically teaches you how to embrace life's, struggles rather than chasing endless positivities and negative emotions. The writer, who is Mark Mason, I hope I pronounced his name correctly, believes that, rather than chasing all the positive things that comes with life and its struggles, that the true happiness of life comes with embracing the circumstance, accepting what comes with life rather than seeking constant pleasure, comfort. The book also talks about prioritizing values over feelings. So it's more like a get yourself together. There's no time for you to be sulking over what's currently not going on in your life, and just focus on achieving it. Like, don't give a basically don't It's really a good read. It's just not the same book, basically. But it's still very important to also read it because it will help you be more realistic rather than sulking over what is not going right in your life. Also, it talks about taking responsibility of one's life, and it tells us that like we as individuals have the right to that we have the power to choose how we want to respond to certain things in our life. And yeah, I really think that is really a good thing because we have the right to choose. We can choose how things impact us, whether positively or negatively, and how to not really dwell on what people think about you. And it's all about what you think about yourself matters than what people think about you, people's opinions about you. That's like a very good book because we know that many people struggle with these things in one aspect or the other in their lives. It also tells you not to have like the victim mentality. You should take blame for, the circumstances in your life and not just trying to look for who to blame all the time for what is going on in your life. Looking for who or what to blame in every circumstance in your life or in their lives. It also teaches us the importance of setting boundaries, which is really really important, especially if you're the kind of person that doesn't know how to say no. Like you're not the kind of person that can set boundaries. You're very soft-hearted. It's not teaching you how to be mean, basically. It's the book is not teaching you how to be mean. It's only giving you the steps to be a more firm person. I feel like we need to have balance. So it's very important to read this book first and then read that book, and you would see how well it impacts your mindset. Because as much as you're creating new habits for yourself, you're trying to be a better person, you're trying to have a routine, and also the fact that set from this other book, The Subtle Arts of Not Giving a Fuck, it touches on your firmer side. So when it comes to setting boundaries, not settling for unhealthy boundaries, knowing when to say no and when not to say no, or basically when to say no, because some people never not say no. Some people just say yes for every single thing. The author also argues that embracing uncertainties and struggles of life helps your growth. He also argues that growth and fulfillment comes from, embracing the messiness that comes with life, life's uncertainties, and learning to also tolerate discomfort. If you love, or if you have read and you love Atomic Habits, you're definitely going to love this book. I'm tired of saying the name because I just feel like it's so vulgar and it's so like there. So yeah, you're definitely going to love this book. It's a really good read, and I highly recommend it to everybody trying to get their life together. Really trying to get their life together, not get their routine together. Not the Atomic Habits, get your routine together. I feel like that's the easiest way I can explain that book, but it really helps with your mental health. I feel like it helps to change the way you view things, the way you view life, and instead of dwelling on things that you have no control over, you can work on the things that you have control over. So the next book we're going to be talking about is this book, The Rich Dad and the Poor Dad. I've had this book for years. And this book is like an experiment between a guy who his dad is rich and the one who his dad is poor, and talking about the importance of financial education and building wealth, finance management, and the difference between needs and wants. So basically, it targets the mindsets of two fathers. One is rich and one is poor. The author's father is the poor dad, while his friend's father is the rich dad. So basically, he was testing the mindsets between him coming from someone who has a poor dad, and his best friend coming from someone who has a rich dad, and what their mindset is about when it comes to finance and financial goals. And he also states the difference between assets and liabilities, because when making certain investments or buying certain things, there are things, especially when it comes to investments and things that have to do with finances. There are certain investments that are liabilities and certain investments that are assets. And it also offers practical advice for building wealth and achieving financial freedom. Before reading this book, I primarily viewed wealth as income and expense. This book really introduced me into what assets and liabilities are, and not just the poor financial knowledge I had about finances. It made me realize that true wealth is not about how much you earn or how much you have, but how you can use that money you earn to build and manage assets that generate passive income. So after reading this book, it will give you a better understanding about finances. And it also talks about the power of passive income, which is income that is generated from assets that work for you, like businesses, rental properties, investments, and so on. And he also emphasizes on the importance of having multiple streams of income and not just one stream of income, because that is how you can build wealth. And it will also shift your mindset from the employee mindset to the investor mindset. So overall, this book really challenged my belief about money and shifted my mindset. And really, after reading this book, you feel like you can conquer the world. You're gonna be a billionaire, millionaire. And the last but not the least, definitely not the least, is the 48 Laws of Power. It teaches you how to navigate social and professional environments. Also helps you understand human nature and how to deal with people, the dark aspects of human nature and how people really think. It teaches you how to never put your trust in friends, never put too much trust in friends, and how to use your enemies, and not in a bad way per se, but it's just basically how to navigate human beings and how to basically understand human nature and the way people think. I have it in the PDF. It's an eye opener. It's so life changing, and it would definitely shift your mindset. Trust me, by the time you guys are done reading these 4 books, you are going to be a totally different, more you will feel like you can take over the world, like it all. It will seem like there is so much knowledge in your head that nobody can surpass it. Like what everybody, you basically have your life and you have your shit together, and that is definitely what you want to, or how you should be feeling, because self-development is not just about self-care and looking good and feeling good. It's also about knowledge. It's about the things that you have up here, because knowledge is really power. Imagine how okay, maybe I'm dragging it too much, but I feel like I know everything at this point because I've read the 4 books. I spent the last 2 months trying to be a better person for myself. I really took myself out of the whole internet distraction as a whole, and I really needed to do something good for myself, change my mindset, the way I think, how I handle things. So thank you so much for staying and watching this video. I hope it's helped some of you. Don't forget to like, so that this video can get to people like you and me that love videos like this. Subscribe if you haven't already, and if you guys have read any book from my collection, then definitely let me know in the comments. And if you haven't, let me know the ones that you will be reading first, the ones that you're eager to read first. And yeah, we're going to talk more in the comment section. So with that being said, I'll see you guys in my next video. Love you. So as you can already tell by the from the title, you guys can already see. So as you can already tell by the title.